Hello y'all, hello y'all, welcome again to another video of my channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer, I'm trying to cover the light, because this light is not very good for the video, but it doesn't matter. So in this channel we take esoteric clouds that are lighter, less dense and vibing on a higher frequency, vehicles that our spirit can go into to explore lighter, less dense and more expanded realms of reality. So in today, this video, I want it to be quick, but I never know because sometimes I talk a lot. So it is about astrology, but astrology in general. All right, and it's like astrology is very cool. It's very important. It's very powerful. That it's like it only takes you a certain amount of force, a certain amount of power to get started in astrology, and then later down the years, that small portion of power, of attention, of time that you have invested into learning astrology will naturally and effortlessly come back to you in interesting shapes and forms. For an example, I came up to the idea to make this video when I was thinking about Uranus in Taurus, because I have a Taurus moon, right? And Uranus is in Taurus, so there is going on an interesting dynamic. And I was like, oh, Taurus will be like 7 years in Taurus. So it passed almost 1 year, and it is in 6 degrees Taurus, but it was already in retrograde. And I was thinking that perhaps later on in Uranus transit through Taurus, it will experience another retrograde. Maybe, because that was me just being in the air thinking, right? So, and I was thinking, oh, Uranus in retrograde is us dealing with past moments of change, uniqueness, individuality, or opposition and newness. And I was thinking that, imagine that you enter now into the realm of astrology, you have that retrograde past you, but then you would have, remember I'm talking from the air perspective, you would have another retrograde, and by the time that retrograde was supposedly happening, the best moments of change and uniqueness that we would be experience in that time in the future would be the moments that I am experiencing right now, because retrograde brings up past moments, and in comparison to the future that I was imagining, this is the past moment because it's the present right now. So I was like, yeah, that makes very sense, and it's something that I haven't thought like for real. It has crossed my mind definitely, but I haven't really thought about that. It is like you just need to enter a little bit in astrology, because enter a little bit, it's not do just a little bit in all of your journey, but to enter, you just need a little bit of your energy, time, attention, and effort, because just then, just by you living life and experiencing life, you learn the lessons that you need to learn, right? And I don't know, that was my thought, and it was very meaningful to me, and I wanted to express with y'all, because then it's like, imagine that you start to learning astrology right now, but you don't go too deep right now, like in the early stages, you don't go too deep into that, because you don't need to, and it can be an unbalanced situation to you. It can have negative outcomes to you if you enter too deeply into something, because when you go too fast and you crush into something, you get stuck in there. That's a good example, like a knife or a sword in those movies or anime fights where the sword gets stuck in a tree or in a rock or something, right? So then imagine you started now learning about astrology 1 year later. By you just entering right now and you being able to compare how you were right now to how you are in a year in advance, you don't need to like learn all or know all about astrology to learn that you have expanded and you have learned valuable lessons. The difference is that you are aware now. And astrology, and that thought is now, I'm using that thought now to understand and realize that astrology, it's like people don't learn astrology. People get aware of astrology because astrology is life. We are already being influenced and using our own planets to influence the world around us. So we are already being influenced by the stars and chakras outside of us or near us, right, in our surroundings. And we are already using our own stars, our own light bodies to influence the world around us. So astrology, it's always there. It's not even a question of is it real, is it well explained, is it well something something something. No, astrology, it's already there. What we do when we start to learn astrology and names and terminologies, we start to get aware of what type of influences are going into us and out of us or and around us. So then you can see patterns way more easily and identify the currents that you are in at a, a precise moment. So you don't need to go too hard into astrology, you just need to live life by yourself, by your own individual way, nature, and perspective. Because then, 1 year after, you can know, oh, Mars was in this placement where during this year, oh, right, this happened and I felt in a certain way, right? Because sometimes it's not good for you to be aware of all the transits of today or know all the horoscopes. The best way to learn astrology is like to live life, live out the transits, experience the transits, and then you go back and see what was the alignments, because then you can compare your own experience to what supposedly, according to whatever terminology, words or concepts are you reading from. Because you can go to 5 websites and you can find 5 different descriptions about the sun, not very different but with different terminologies, so that can be confusing. So you have your own perspective first, you have your own experience first, and then you feedback and you compare to what supposedly those transits means. And that's the best way to learn astrology, is you living, experiencing, being a living Bible, being a living testimony, and not you'll know and not do the other way around, that it's like knowing the transits and now you limit your perspectives, you limit your experiences because my horoscope or yours, those terms, your horoscope said something, and now because that thing is not happening in the way that your horoscope said, you're not enjoying or taking that opportunity. So it's better to go with your own mind, with your own individuality, and experiencing those transits, and then do a feedback. The problem is many people is not living life through their own individuality, right? So that's like double lost, because they are lost in themselves and they are lost in the world. They don't know where they are, and they don't know where they are. Two simple reasons: they don't believe in themselves, and those people don't believe in astrology or the meanings and reasonings behind the big events. And speaking about big events, today the moon is in Cancer, right? And this is a very powerful moon placement, because the moon is now going through the fourth house, and the moon was born out of the fourth house, and the moon, and also the Cancer constellation was also born out of the fourth house. So the moon is at home right now. The moon rules Cancer. It's about family, comfort, emotional waves, creating new or initiating something that you already have planned, new ways to feel or to create emotions or to create how others feel and to influence the room around you. It's about attachment, about family, familiarity, privacy, things that you enjoy very much. And like water signs are the ones that are most difficult to describe with words, because water is yin yin, and air, which is the words and the logic, is yang yang, so they have nothing in common. Fire is the yang of the yin, and earth is the yang of, it's the yin of the yang, so they can both balance each other in a more simple way. Water and air need more weight of the same sustenance to balance them out. But moon in Cancer, very powerful to sink in into your own emotions, to how you react and respond primarily, without you being fixed, or without you being stubborn or consistent, and without you being adapting your own way to feel to others. That will be Pisces and Scorpio. No, this is Cancer. It's initiating in your own way. And Mars and Uranus are, and Lilith are over there in Taurus. And if you haven't checked out, I have a video that it's the most powerful sextile, and it's between Cancer and Taurus, because it's the sextile that holds the most powerful moon energy. The moon rules Cancer, the moon is at home in the 4th house, and the moon is exalted in Taurus, aka the 2nd house. So this sextile is an opportunity to manifest whatever you want through your feelings and through what you want in your life. How you see yourself. Do you see, are you fixed in your own value, and you see you as a millionaire or billionaire? Or do you see yourself as being fixed on a routine and pattern in a normal life? Because then you create feelings about that, and those feelings, cardinal water, getting fixed on earth, getting anchored into reality, will manifest. So how you feel about yourself, the meaning you give to yourself, the love you give to yourself, and where you fix those feelings of comfort, security, and moon type energies, will be the places, aka your 2nd and 4th house, that you can manifest easily, because you are caring, 4th house, about safety, status, structure, and business, 2nd house. All right, and with what is in between is Gemini, which is help. It's the mediator, the medium. It's in the middle, so it can help those things out. And so we have the moon, Taurus, moon in Cancer. We have Mars in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus, and Lilith in Taurus. So we have an opportunity here to feel comfortable about how we are passionate, changing, and unique, and how we are embarrassed, and our deep desires in reality. We have an opportunity to care about those things, and if we care enough about our own heart, and if we care enough about those things that are in Taurus right now, those things will manifest real fast. The thing is, we have Mars that can bring frustration and anger and deep desires that you might get lost into. So the anger, the frustration can be born really easily during these times. Then we have Uranus, which deals with changing, uniqueness, opposition, and rebelness. So you can manifest rebelness and opposition very easily as well. I'm focusing on the negative sides, because you can manifest anything real easily right now. If you have Sun, Moon, or Rising in Cancer, or Sun, Moon, or Rising in Taurus, you can manifest anything in your life, literally, including the smallest, tiniest bullshits that you think or feel in you. That's your power. So we can also manifest the negative side of those energies very easily, especially with Lilith in Taurus. We have an opportunity to care about feelings of shame, embarrassment, and deep desires that they are so deep that we, as awareness, we don't want to be aware of that desire. Our spirit, or you, not you as a vessel, do not want to accept that desire is enticing you, or you don't want others to know that you have that desire. That's why Lilith brings shame and embarrassment. But also, if you talk with yourself, if you talk with your demons, and you really understand that desire, Lilith will then transform from the mother of monsters to the mother of angels, because when you fulfilled that desire that was so in dark, that you were or others were attacking that desire so much, when you finally understand that desire, you hug that demon and you say, bro, we are on the same boat and I love you, you will get really fulfilled, because it's that deep desire that you are not aware many times. You probably haven't fulfilled your Lilith yet, so, or haven't expressed a moment of Lilith fulfillment. And it can be hard because there is a lot of shame, a lot of embarrassment, a lot of feeling of mistakes around Lilith, a lot of darkness. But if you can shine the right light over there, you'll feel heavily fulfilled. So we have an opportunity to care about our passions, changes, and deep desires. And we have an opportunity to be a mother, because Cancer, to ourselves, and then manifest in reality. Taurus, ruled by Earth, don't remember. Taurus is the most earthly sign. Earth as in the realm we live, not as in element. So the Earth is the most Gaia sign because it's ruled by Gaia itself, by Gaia, Tiamat, Malakuth, right? So that's it. We have an opportunity to care about our own moon, our own heart, our own reflection, and with that care, with that mother energy, we are the mother to the planets in Taurus and to the. There is nothing in Virgo right now. Then the Pluto and Venus in Capricorn, opposing and balancing the moon. So you might feel uncomfortable to love and transformation, but right now, by it's not you channeling mother energy into Taurus. No, you are the mother itself. You are the channel. You are the vessel. You behave like you were a mother, because I'm a male, I'm a man, but I have both sides, male and female. You are a female, perhaps, but you have both sides, male and female, father and mother. So right now, it's about all of us, male or females, to be mothers to ourselves and to the things where we fixed our sense of value, self-esteem, safety, comfort, progress, and business, aka Taurus. So you must love our seeds right now. We must love our values right now. You must be the mother to those things, not the way around. You feel good because you have those things. No, you feel good because you know you can nourish. You feel good because you know you can support. You feel good because you know you can comfort yourself and your own seeds and your own manifestations. And you don't see yourself as separate. You also don't see your manifestations as you, because you are not, but you can nourish them. They're like your child. And they will not just grow, but they will grow in the best way for you. So enjoy this sextile, and remember, astrology is life. Experience and learn. Alright, it's not learn and experience. At the max, two at the same time. Don't get the terminology first and then the experience. It's the other way around. So until the next esoteric cloud surfing, esoteric cloud surfer surfing out. Have a nice moon day. Be an individual. Be your own mother. And be aware of the tidal waves, because they can wash your spirit up into a space, aka spirit, that your spirit doesn't want to be in. Until the next time, stay an individual. Soul group. Shout out to Daria. Shout out to Dolo. Shout out to all of the soul group. We are changing the world right now. You better motherfucking believe it. Till the next time, stay well. Esoteric Cloud Surfer, surfing out.